The Surf Seducer. Start by getting a Saltwater Series Mustad hook, here in size 2. Place the hook firmly on the vise. Then load a bobbin with flat wax nylon Danville's 210 denier. Start your thread behind the eye and go back before cutting the tag end to thread off. Then continue thread wraps down to the point in between the barb of the hook and the point. Now go to some red crystal flash. On one side of the hank, clip 2 pieces off. Then fold those 2 pieces in half. Now go back to your hook. Jump your thread up to about the halfway point and take your folded crystal flash and fold it over the thread. Now bring it on top of the hook and wrap it down towards the bend of the hook. Grab hold of the tail and cut it off at about a 1 hook shank in length past the bend of the hook. Now go to some white saddle hackles. Find 2 matching feathers. Not really webby, but kinda sparse. Set those to the side and grab another pair. For each pair, line them up with the concave facing opposite of you and strip the fuzzies off. And then cut the rest off, leaving about an inch of bare stem. This will help you when handling the feathers around the hook. Now do the same to the other clump. Now go back to your hook. Now if the point's facing towards you in the concave towards the camera, or the far side of the hook, tie down the tails past the bend of the hook, about 1.5 times the hook shank in length. This is a sight fishing streamer for snook, so we don't want it super long. Now do the same to the far side. Match up the tips with the other side and tie them down. Both tails should splay away from each other, giving kind of a forked tail. Now go again to some white saddle hack. Grab 2 again, but this time try to grab the webbiest ones you can find. You can even use schlappen if you want to. Line the concave sides up and strip most of the fuzz off. Maybe leave a couple fibers just for extra movement. Now with the shiny side facing up, tie them down towards the back of the hook and cut the excess of the butts off. Grab hold of the tips and move your thread up to behind the eye. Push all the fibers back down towards the concave side, kind of creating a palmer chenille. And wrap them up, start palmering them up the hook shank the way the feathers laid down towards the bend of the hook. As you take wraps, push the other fibers down to make sure you don't trap any of the fibers. Hackle pliers may be needed as you get closer and closer to the tip. Now once you reach the tips, go ahead and tie it off with thread and kind of push back the hackles with some thread, leaving about a head about 2 hook shanks in length, or 2 hook eyes in length. Push the fibers back and build up the head, a nice inclined head down towards the hook eye with your thread. Once you've gotten a nice cone shape, go ahead and whip finish your thread. Now go to some 5/30 seconds of inch Mirage eyes, domed. We will be sticking these on the fly with thick hard Solarez UV resin. Place a dot on the far side of the hook. Now push an eye on that dot. Push it nice towards the thread wraps and then cure it with the UV resin, or UV light. This will ensure maximum durability. Now place a drop on the near side. You can use a bodkin if you want. I'm just kind of lazy. And place another eye. Try to match it up as far back as the other eye. And then again, cure it with the UV light. Once both eyes are attached, go ahead and fill in the spaces between them with more UV resin. Make sure not to crowd the eye. Once you've gotten a nice enlarged cone head, go ahead and hit it with the UV light one last time. Give it a nice 15-second cure, and then it should be ready to fish. You can set it out in the sun if you'd like to. And that's it, that's the fly.